Down where the black pines lean and sway, a footpath pulls the dusk away. The kettle hums, the fire burns low, and paints the stones with a copper glow. Some old bird calls from a hidden limb. The ridge goes soft, the light goes dim, and all that noise I brought along lays down at last and turns to song. There was a field behind our place, tall enough to hide a face, where August held its breath till night and crickets stitched the fading light. Back then the world felt wide and near, a little mercy, little fear. Now every mile I wander through puts dust on what I thought I knew. The dark comes in without a sound, like something lost and finally found. And in the hush between the trees, a smaller heart can breathe with ease. So let the fire read my hands, let the smoke rise where it can. Let the hills keep what I mean in the space between and seen. There's a truth that won't speak loud, still it finds me now somehow. No grand sign cut across the air, just amber light and patient prayer. And for a moment plain and slow, being here is all I know. Let the fire read my hands, let the smoke rise where it can. There's a truth that won't speak loud, still it finds me now somehow, somehow.
There's a trail through the fern and the ironweed silk. Late light hangs on the hickory bark, then slips from the leaves and settles dark. A small fire breathes by a bed of stone, crackling low in a patient tone. Blueprints rest where the dry grass parts, and the woods draw close like a set of arms. Back of the house was a pasture lane, dust in the cuffs and the smell of rain. And my father whistled while he split that pine, and the whole yard glowed in the supper shine. Now those days move slow as a creek through shale, still down deep but they leave a trail. Every mile on a quiet road lifts a little of that old load. Nothing spoken, nothing proved, just the dark and the branches moved, and a kind of peace, though thin and spare, settled down in the open air. So let me stay where the fire burns small, where the hills go dim and the night gets tall, where the smoke goes up and the world goes wide, and the herd sits down by my quieter side. steady ground in a life like this. Stars came out through the sycamore seam, faint as faith, but they held their gleam. And the trail ahead, though hard to see, felt less like fear and more like me. Let me stay where the fire burns small, where the hills go dim and the night gets tall. If the sky won't speak, let it leave me this, a little steady ground and a life like this.
Down by the shoulder of an old dirt track, tall grass leaning and the pines bent back. Evening settled in a softer shade, gold on the stones where the daylight stayed. Smoke from a small fire climbed the air, thin as I thought, then it wasn't there. Boots by the log in a weathered tin cup, night coming slow while the moon came up. There was a yard where the clothesline swayed, a dog-eared Bible and a barn half made. My father's hands with their resin stains rained in the ditch and the window panes. Years moved on like a wagon gone, a creak, a hush, then the dust rolled on. Now every mile that the back roads keep turns up a memory from under sleep. Something in the dark knows how to wait, how to leave a mark without a name or a date, out where the fields and the silence meet. Loss has a language low and sweet. So let the fire burn down to red, let the white night open overhead, let the black trees lean, let the far hills fade. There's peace in the rustle the tall grass made. If the world is vast and I'm passing through, let me be small here, let me be true. With the dirt on my hands and the smoke in my clothes, learning the kind of quiet that grows. Came down, no sign broke through, just a steady ground and the owl's call too. And that was enough by the dim firelight to be unanswered and still sit right. Let the fire burn wide night open overhead, with the dirt on my hands and the smoke in my clothes, learning the kind of quiet that grows.
There's a path through the scrub oak over the rise, where the last light lays in the dust like fire, and the blackbirds turn with a slowing sweep, while the stones hold warmth that the day won't keep. A kettle hums on a bed of flame, and the dark comes down without a name. Blueprints fade where the tall grass parts. Night moves in through the cedar hearts. Back of the house was a leaning gate, of beans and a rusted rake. My mother called from the porch at dusk, and the screen door sighed in the summer hush. Now those years run deep like a hidden spring, still under the roots of everything. And each long road through the open land lays that old soft weight back in my hands. No clear answer, no sudden sign, just the sound of the pines and the failing light, and a quiet plain as a weathered stone, saying some things are best not known. So let me sit where the fire burns low, where the smoke goes up and the night runs slow, where the hills hold still and the stars shine through, and the earth stays close when the sky won't move. If I am small in a world so wide, let me be small with the ground beside. Still goes on past the summit grid and the broken fronts, and the heart worn thin by the years gone by finds a little peace in the open sky. Let me sit where the fire burns low, where the smoke goes up and the night runs slow. If I am small in a world so wide, let me be small with the ground beside.
At the edge of the pines where the hillside dips, smoke rose thin from a tin black flame. The light lay soft on the stones and sticks. Nothing out there was trying to change. Boot marks pressed in the powdered dust. Day ran down through the cedar shade. Somewhere past all the need and rush, silence gathered and slowly stayed. There was a road by the barley field, bent with weeds in a line of posts, where a boy once thought that the world might yield if he ran hard enough toward the coast. Now the gate hangs loose on a single chain, and the boards wear down where the old nails bled. Still that place says my name the same as it did when my father bowed his head. Maybe faith is a smaller spark, not a blaze, just a coal in the grate. Maybe doubt is the sound in the dark, when the tree stands still and the fire burns late. So I'll sit where the fire burns low, where the night keeps room for the things unsaid, where the wide worn earth seems to know how to carry the living and the dead. Every mile, every year I keep settles down where the ground runs deep. Shape and follows home. And I'll sit where the fire burns low, where the night keeps room for the things unsaid. Every mile, every year I keep settles down where the ground runs deep.
The lantern leans against a stone, a yellow hush, a weathered glow. The pines stand back along the ridge and frame the darkened rose below. A kettle trembles on the grate, the sparks lift up and lose their name, while somewhere past the pasture fence the night comes walking just the same. There used to be a house drag lane with clover pushing through the clay, screen door knocking in the wind, then settling down at end of day. Small hands could reach through orchard light and swear the world was kind and near. Now every mile and every year has thinned that faith and made something quieter wakes from sleep, and all the weight that words have worn turns soft as dust in standing corn. So let me fade into the land, into the smoke, into the sand, where every road that leaves in time still hums a low familiar line. No thunder roll, no burning sign, just borrowed earth and borrowed time. The fire falls impatient red, a little light then less instead, and in that dim unguarded place the silence almost speaks my name. Let me fade into the land, into the smoke, into the sand. No thunder roll, no burning sign, just borrowed earth and borrowed time.
At the edge of the pines where the old road bends, tall weeds sway where the blacktop ends. A kettle sings on a bed of flame, and the dusk falls down without a name. Smoke goes thin through the cedar shade. Day breaks open, then it starts to fade. Boots lie still in the clover grass, while the first stars wait for the light to pass. There was a porch with a crooked screen, corn rose high in a stretch of green. My mother laughed from the kitchen door, and the dog tracked mud on the hardwood floor. Now the fields run wide where the years ran deep, and the roads hold dust from the things they keep. Every mile through the gravel turns like a page in the hand till the fire burns. No clear sign and no bright release, just the low, slow work of a little peace. As the dark draws near and the shadows blend, what was broken softens at the ending. So let the fire burn small and slow, let the tall pines lean in the night wind blow. Let the hills go dim where the lost things lie, under one warm moon in a patient sky. If I'm only a spark in the breathing black, let me shine, then fade and not look back. Silence settles and the truth walks in, not with thunder, not with a sign, just a steadier heart in the darkening pine. So let the fire burn small and slow. Let the tall pines lean and the night wind blow. If I'm only a spark in the breathing black, let me shine, then fade and not look back.
There's a bend out past the county line where the weeds climb up through split pine sign, and the dust comes down in a copper sheet, soft as ash on a tired man's feet. I lit a fire where the old trail dips, watch the dark move slow through the eucalyptus, and the smoke went up like a half-formed prayer, losing shape in the open air. Back then home was a porch-light glow and a screen door slam in the afterglow. My mother's voice through the kitchen screen, calling me back from the edge of green. Now the fields lie wide where the years went thin, and the miles keep more than they're giving in. Still the ground says low what the preacher couldn't say. Some truths only come this way. When the night gets still, it speaks in kind, not to the ear, but the back of the mind. What stays lost may still belong, like a broken path with a steady song. So I'll sit where the fire leaves a ring in the dirt, where the world feels whole and a little like hurt, where the stars don't answer but they don't lie, and the hills hold up that unfinished sky. If I'm small out here, let me small and true, like a name worn smooth but still shining through. The wind through the black oak spins, then clears, like a hand on the shoulder of all these years. And the silence now is not the same. It knows my face, it says my name. Where the fire leaves a ring in the dirt, the world feels whole and a little like hurt, where the stars don't answer but they don't lie, and the hills hold up that unfinished sky. At the end of the track where the fence was sags, through the yellow grass and the burlap bags, There's a stand of pines on a crooked hill, and a fire burns down when the air goes still. Smoke lifts off through the cedar shade. Day folds up where the light once lay. Boot heels rest by a flat gray stone, while the dark draws near in a patient tone. Was a patch of beans, a crack-washed tub, and the collard greens. My mother sang at the kitchen door, low and plain like a creaking floor. Now those days come back in the scent of rain and the turning dust of a back road lane. And every mile through the fields at dusk shakes loose a name from the earth and rust. No loud answer and no clear sign, just the sway of the trees in the fading shine, and a hush so deep in the open land it settles the heart like a weathered hand. So let me stay where the fire burns slow, where the far hills darken and the red sparks glow, where the lost years rise like a breath from clay, then drift like smoke and dissolve away. If I am small in this nameless span, let me be small as an honest man. Still the grass bends down, then it lifts again, and something worn by the weight of years grows less afraid when the silence nears. Let me stay where the fire burns slow, where the far hills darken and the red sparks glow. If I am small in this nameless span, let me be small as an honest man.
By the edge of the cut-back road, where the pines let down their load, the evening drifts through bark and stone and makes a quieter kind of home. Firelight moves across the ground, moss goes circling without a sound. Somewhere far a creek runs deep, like a name the years still keep. There was a hillside near our place, tall wild grass up to the waist, a rusted gate, a dogwood tree, and room enough to disappear. Back then the sky felt close and wide, like it walked with us beside. Now the miles say plain and true, how much is gone, how much got through. Still the dark comes soft and slow, with a steadier kind of glow. And in that breath between the leaves, the heart lets go, the heart believes. Let the night stay loose around me, let the smoke rise out and free. Let the hills hold back no sound, but the small truth I have found. Not a sermon, not a sigh, just this borrowed breath and time. No clear map and no grand plan, just dirt and fire in these two hands. And for a moment standing still, that is enough against the hill. Let the night stay loose around me, let the smoke rise out and free. Not a sermon, not a sign, just this borrowed time. A pale dirt road leaves the highway far, runs through the fields by a leaning barn. Pines grow thick where the hillside breaks, and the dust lies low on the pond and the reeds. A small fire talks in a bed of stone, dry wood sign in a weathered tone. Boots set down by the cedar roots, while the dark slips in through the cattail shoots. Back of the house was a garden road, beans on twine and a rusted hoe. My father knelt with the evening light, hands full of earth till the edge of night. Now those days come back through the smell of rain, through the sound of tires on a gravel lane. And every mile where the tall weeds bend feels like finding their yard again. No bright answer came riding through, just the open land and the smoke wind blew. And a quiet deep as a creek cut seam laid its weight on the ribs like a dream. So let me stay where the fire burns clear, where the far hills fade and the stars draw near, where the lost years rise like a breath from stone, and the night makes room for the nearly known. If I'm small in the wide, wide dark, let me be small with a steady heart. Still in its endless blue, not giving much but enough to move. Let me stay where the fire burns clear, where the far hills fade and the stars draw near. If I'm small in the wide, wide dark, let me be small with a steady heart.
Down the path where the tall pines lean, evening gathers in shades of gold. Dust comes up where the steps have been, soft on the cuffs and the weathered sole. Firelight hums by a circle of stones, smoke moves off through the darkening leaves. Out here the wide world thins to bone, to breath and ash and the things it keeps. Far from town and in its borrowed noise, there's an old fence line through the weeds, where a boy once ran with his pockets full of rusted nails and maple seeds. Now the boards bow low and the field runs wild, grass climbs over the ruts and seams. Still something waits in that mile-long mile, like a half-heard line from a younger dream. Some truths land with a louder sound, some complain as a settling breeze. Faith's not always a thing profound, sometimes it's just getting down on your knees. And the earth don't rush, and the sky stays wide, and the heart grows still when the light burns low. There are names we lose, there are roads we hide, there are seeds we leave and never know. But the dark draws near like a patient hand, and I learn my size in this quiet land. By the coals gone dim and the black oak shade, what was taken up doesn't feel so far. Every small worn thing that the years have frayed throws a little light where where the deep roots are. The earth don't rush, and the sky stays wide, and the heart grows still when the light burns low. There are seeds we leave and never know, and I learn my size in this quiet glow.
The road bends out beyond the pines, past fence posts, shadows, crooked lines. A low fire warms the edge of stone and makes the quiet feel like home. The grass leans in the breathing dark, moss drift around the lantern spark, and all the noise I carried there goes thin and light as open air. There was a field behind our house with birds and socks and dust on clothes, a lean-in shed, a gate half-tied, and miles of sky on every side. Back then the world felt close and wide, like something walking at our side. But years have thinned that easy view and worn the bright things duller through. Still in the hush, the hillsides keep something buried stirs from sleep, and in the space the night allows, a restless heart grows quiet now. Let the silence have its way, let it take what words can't say. Let the smoke rise slow and plain through the cedar and the grain. Not a sign and not a scheme, just a little honest breathing. No grand dance across the land, just firelight on my dusty hands. And for a moment, small and still, there was enough beside the hill. Let the silence have its way, let it take what words can't say. Not a sign and not a scheme, just a little honest breathing.
The trail unspools beyond the pines, through waist-high grass and crooked signs. The evening settles in the leaves, and nothing asks and nothing grieves. A cedar crackles by the flame, the dark and night speak half the same, while smoke climbs up in quiet rings like all the unsaid weightless things. There used to be a gravel lane behind the house, beyond the rain, where tire tracks and thistle grew, and every fence post leaned and knew a child could stand in summer dust and think the wide world would be just. But years went by like crows in flight and changed the measure of the light. Still out where the low hills fade, some peace survives the mess we've made. And in the hush, the heart can tell what it has carried far too well. So leave me here where the ground breathes slow, where the tall grass bends and the small fires glow, where the road runs off but it does not end, and the night holds room for the soul to mend. There's a truth that waits in the patient land, never loud, just close at hand. Oh, no bright answer, no grand design, just ember dirt and a line of pine. And for a while the world feels plain, big enough to hold my name. Leave me here where the ground breathes slow, where the tall grass bends and the small fires glow. There's a truth that waits in a patient land, never loud, just close at hand. Just close at hand.
Out where the gravel gives way to grass, a thin trail runs where the shadows pass. Pines stand still in the evening stain, holding the last of the amber rain. Fire burns low by a ring of stone, crickets and sparks in a patient tone. Boots set down in the cooling dust, air so wide it can carry trust. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back of the house was a pasture road, fence wire slack and a lighting low. My brother whistled, the screen door swung, and my mother sang while the wash was hung. Now those days move like a creek through shale, slow and clear through a narrow vale. Every mile through the fields are dark, strikes that ash to a living spark. Oh, nothing breaks through with a grand reply, just smoke unstitched in the open sky, and a hush so deep in the far-off pines, it gathers the heart and it stills the mind. So let me stay where the fire burns thin, where the night breathes out and the hills breathe in, where the lost years drift like a pale wood smoke, and the truth comes plain in the words unspoken. If I am small in the great unknown, let me be small with the earth my own. Came down through the cedar seam, just a darker hill and a steadier dream. And the trail ahead, though it disappeared, held less of doubt when the stars drew near. Let me stay where the fire burns thin, where the night breathes out and the hills breathe in. If I am small in the great unknown, let me be small with the earth my own.
Past the fence where the long grass leans, a two-track fades through the summer green, and the light comes down in a rust-red spill, caught in the pines by the side of the hill. Kettle on coals and a fire burn low, sparks lifting up where the soft winds go. Boots soles dusty, heart gone still, listening hard where the night birds fill. Back of the house was a sloping field, blackberry thorns and a broken wheel. My brother ran where the creek bent wide. I stayed with the dog by the woodpile side. Now those days move like a slow smoke line, seen for a breath and they slip from time. But the earth remembers the weight we knew, every small step and the shape it drew. No bright sign and no spoken word, just the hiss of flame and a far-off bird, and a quiet deep as an old cut stone, making a place where a soul feels known. So let me rest where the firelight stays, where the dark holds on in a tender grass bows down and then rises again. And something in me, worn thin with years, grows calm in the dark when the trailhead clears. Let me rest where the firelight stays, where the dark holds on in a tender haze. If I am small in this breathing land, let me be small with some dirt on my hands.
The smoke climbs slow through the cedar air. Night laid down in the folding grass. A worn-out trail ran anywhere, then disappeared behind the past. Boot soles pressed in the breathing ground, crickets stitched at the edges wide. Nothing spoke but a steadier sound. Kept walking somewhere just inside. There was a field where the old house stood, and white paint gone to the color of bone. Fence posts leaned like they understood how time can hollow a thing to stone. Names once carved in a cottonwood bar now live under lichen soft and thin. Still that road through the evening dark felt like a hand I had known as kin. Some nights faith is a barefoot flame, small but enough in the wind to stay. Some nights doubt is a quieter name, like dust that rises and drifts away. So let me rest where the hillside bends, where the fire burns down to a ring of red, where the silence talks like an older friend and lays its weight in my chest instead. If there's a truth that the earth still keeps, it comes up slow, where the root runs deep. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Morning will come through the trembling leaves, plain as mercy and just as brief. What I can't hold, I can still believe, moves through the world like a little heat. Let me rest where the hillside bends, where the silence talks like an older friend. If there's a truth that the earth still keeps, it comes up slow where the root runs deep. Oh, narrow path through the cedar trees, dust on the cups and birds on the knees. Evening laid down in a faded gold, warm on the stones where the roots took hold. Fire in a ring with a steady glow, crickets keeping time in the grass below. Tin cup cooling by a split log seat, breath in the dark, moving soft and sweet. There was a lane by a leaning fence, mule grass tall and the smell of rain dense. My mother hung while she hung the wash, blue in the basin and white in the slosh. Years went by like a truck downhill, out of sight, but you hear it still. Now every field that the back roads cross brings up the names of the things we lost. No hand reached down through the leaves above, no grand reply and no sign of love. Just a little flame in the open land, teaching the heart how to understand. So let me stay where the hillside breathes, where the smoke climbs out through the birchwood leaves, where the night runs deep and the stars burn plain, and the soul gets washed like the dust in the rain. I am small in the great unknown, let me be small but not alone. Trail goes on where the light grows thin, past the summit brush and the weather tin, and the quiet there like a river stone takes the weight and makes it known. Let me stay where the hillside breathes, where the smoke climbs out through the birchwood leaves. If I am small in the great unknown, let me be small but not alone. Oh, 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 oh.
feels like open as borrowed hymns, glowing bright in the evening's peel. By the fire the kettle sings, smoke goes loose through the poplar trees, dust and pine on the cuffs and strings, something old in the air like peace. There was a yard with a crooked swing, half swallowed up by the summer grass. Screen door knocked with a fragile ring, then gave itself to the years that passed. Now the porch leans down to the clay, paint wears off in a tired sweep. Still that house in its quiet way turns the dark in me soft and deep. Maybe faith is a lantern's thread, not a blaze, just a patient glow. Maybe doubt is the mile ahead when the road goes mute and the map runs low. So I stay till the fire burns small, till the hills go dim at the edges wide, where the night makes room for it all, for the names gone thin, for the child inside. Every loss, every mile I keep finds its place where the tall grass sleeps. Morning comes through the ash and leaves, clear as breath on an open pane. What the heart cannot fully keep still comes back in the scent of rain. I stay till the fire burns small, where the night makes room for it all. Every loss, every mile I keep finds its place where the tall grass sleeps. By the cut bank road where the tall grass waves, smoke rose thin through the ending haze. Pine roots curled through the clay and stone, and the fire burned down with a patient tone. Tin cup warm in a steady hand, dust spread wide through the sleeping. Somewhere far a lone bird cried, and then dark came in like a turning tide. Back of the house was a patchwork field, post bend in a rusted wheel. My father worked till the daylight thin, with sawdust caught on his shirt and skin. Now those years move slow as a wagon trace, still in the dust though they've left no face. And every mile on a back road bend feels like meeting that world again. Ooh, no loud voice and no burning sign, just the breath of the trees and the shift of light. And a quiet plain as an open hand, laying its weight on the heart like sand. So let me rest where the fire runs low, where the red coals breathe and the night winds blow, where the hills hold back what the tongue can't say, and the lost years drift like the smoke away. If I am small in this world so high, let me be small as you are beside. If I am small in this world so high. Stars came on through the cedar seam, dim at first and they found their gleam. And the trail ahead, though it disappeared, felt less like doubt with the night